Okay, let's just get this out of the way. We're not here to tell you scary bedtime stories. We're opening up the unsolved case files on some of the African continent's most notorious cryptids. But here's the twist. We're not treating them like folklore. We're analyzing them as predators.
So, let me just throw this idea at you. What if all those ancient tales aren't just warnings to keep kids in line? What if they're actually tactical blueprints, incredibly detailed profiles of predators, spelling out their hunting methods, their territories, and the kind of evidence they leave behind?
And that's really the heart of what we're doing here, something we're calling supernatural logistics. Think of it like this. We're putting on our detective hats, looking at these creatures through a true crime lens. We're going to analyze their patterns, their methods, and the chilling proof they might just exist.
Our process is pretty straightforward. First, we map out the hunting grounds. Where do they operate? Then, we figure out the specific rules of engagement. How does this thing hunt? And finally, we examine the forensic evidence left at the scene. All right, let's dive in.
Every single predator, whether it's a lion on the savannah or something that completely defies explanation, operates on a blueprint. There's a pattern to its behavior that you can study, you can analyze, and hopefully you can understand it.
So let's open our first case file. And this one, well, this isn't some ghost or spirit. We're talking about a physical threat with a terrifyingly specific appetite. They call it the brain sucker.
Okay, picture this. The Mzintlava River in South Africa. The year is 1997. And what happened here wasn't just some local tragedy. It was a deep mystery that completely baffled the police and absolutely terrified the community. 9 bodies. That's the number investigators were faced with. Pulled from the murky waters of that river, one right after the other. But honestly, it wasn't the number that was so shocking. It was the cause of death.
The forensic consistency here is just chilling. According to the reports, every single victim was found in the same river with the exact same unbelievably gruesome injury. Their brains were gone. Now, officials tried to blame face-eating crabs, seriously, but the locals, they knew better.
According to the local legends, the culprit was crystal clear. This wasn't any animal they knew. The lore is brutally direct about it. It doesn't want the meat. It's a specialist.
And get this, the locals had a surprisingly detailed profile. They call it the Mamlambo, a massive 20-meter serpent with the head of a horse and glowing green eyes. And its hunting method is pure logistics. It only attacks during thunderstorms, using the chaos of the storm to mask its approach. Pretty smart, huh?
All right, for our next case, the threat evolves. We're shifting from a physical predator to something way more insidious.